There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. UFC 323 is in the books. It's all wrapped up. It's all done. It's all over. And my, oh my, do we have a lot to talk about tonight. Wow. Wow. Peter Yan did the damn thing. Got the job done. Wow. I mean, what can we say here? What is there to say? This guy beat Merab Dvalishvili via decision. The video just went live. Just did my meme cap recap for you guys. If you don't know, you should know. We like to have a little bit of fun. We like to showcase some of the best memes of the night while also talking about the fights in a serious manner, in a semi-serious manner. And another thing about me. Not a big fan of the women's fights, but shout out to Macy Barber. Overcomes a kick to the face on the ground. Gets the job done. Shout out. Shout out Macy Barber. Shout out to all the mean girls out there. Shout out to all the ladies that actually fight mean, that fight hard, that fight clean, you could argue. I mean, Karine Silva throwing an up kick illegally, mind you. But where do we have to start? Where can we start? Where can we go? You guys let me know out there. Anybody in the comment section lurking, hanging out? I know Ralph Fuccio was here earlier. Had this live stream up for probably a little too long. Probably went a little too late. Probably set the timer back just a little too early. But you know what? I thought it was going to be all said and done. I thought I could stop talking about this card for the recap video, but it turns out I absolutely could not. And so we'll continue to listen in. We got the press conference in one ear. I've got the post show in the other to see if Chael Sonnen decides to say any bullshit about Josh Van. He's actually up on the stage now, so we're gonna listen in, or at least I will listen to him, and I'll relay any information that he has for you guys to listen. So again, if you're out there lurking, just give me a little chat. Give me something we can talk back and forth. Let me know what your thoughts were on the entire card from top to bottom. Would love to hear it. I can yap for a while, but not that long. Not that long, so we'll take some comments as well, if anybody is out there. If not, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Not gonna make you do it. Lurking is okay by me. Okay, let's get it pulled up. Here we go. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. Why is Grok always asking me questions? Don't care. Okay. Van's up on the stage. Listen, I get the initial excitement, the adrenaline rush, the jumping to the top of the cage, celebrating. But once you figure out what happened, as a man, I feel like I would feel really bad. And I wouldn't want the belt. I wouldn't want the belt wrapped around me. Maybe that's just me. And I'm not in his position, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm holier than thou. The initial excitement, totally fine with it. I didn't know what happened. Nobody knew what happened. Very weird situation with the arm break there. But after you figured out what happened, you don't want to just roll it back a little bit. You're talking about, I'll take anybody anywhere. And listen, I'm one of the best. I'm one of the number one Josh Van fans, okay? One of his biggest fans. Loved this guy from the start, despite the Charles Johnson knockout. Thought this guy was one of the best out there. Very, very fun fighter. But come on. Excuse me. Peter Yan broke the code and he made Merab very gassed out. I thought his cardio could resist, but Peter Yan was a beast and was able to dominate every single damn round. Maybe not the first. Whew. Anakin MMA. Life is good. Van and Yan, new champs. Fuck the Van shit, dude. Fuck. If you're not a fan of Pantoja, you're a sick fuck. You're a sick fuck. Tyra and Van should be a banger. Interim title shot. Tatsuro Taira versus Josh Van. Interim title shot for Tatsuro Taira and Josh Van. That's what I'm calling it, because that was a fluke. He didn't do anything. He was losing the first 20 seconds of that fight. Didn't cause the injury. You go back in history, we've seen some injuries caused that have then been called a fluke. We've seen them caused and then called a fluke. This was not it. Life is not good with a Van victory here. Now, would it have been awesome to see him win a decision or knock out Pantoja? Sure, but not this way. Not this way. Fuck that. Get out of here with this bullshit. But back to Peter Yan. The guy just broke the code. He figured him out. He solved the puzzle. The Rubik's Cube has been figured out. Merab Dvalishvili can be destroyed by the more technical striker. All right. Josh Van at the stage again. We're listening. I'm listening. Seeing what he's got to say. I don't want him to say stupid shit. Okay, I'm a fan of Josh Van. Biggest fan out there. One of the biggest fans of Josh Van out there. But we cannot pretend like we actually won that fight. Dakota James. What's up, man? Photographer. Very cool, man. The last round cost me my parlay. Of the Peter Yan and Merab fight. Oh, dude, Yan is too damn good. Too damn good. He's so good. The redemption arc. I cannot emphasize this enough. Losing 3 in a row. Coming back and getting the win. Rafuccio. Also in the case for Pantoja. Broke his arm trying to catch a leg kick, but he wasn't able to stop himself, right? We've seen this. If you've been in the wrestling room, if you've watched any wrestling, here in the United States at least, this happens. Not all the time, but it's not like the most rare injury, right? You're trying to stop the takedown. He's lifting the leg up. You're getting dumped over. The elbow slides out of form there. I mean, it looks like he broke his arm too. Listen, and I think we can go watch a video. We'll get there. If you guys want to stick around for that, we'll get to it afterwards, after we talk about the fights for a little bit. But his elbow basically went the wrong way. Instead of bending up this way, it went out the other way. The problem was it was also twisting. He also landed on it in a weird, like, 45-degree angle, and it broke, I believe, the upper arm. It's really fucking bad. Hank Hill. Shout out to King of the Hill. Who do you have for Fluffy and Strickland? I got to go Fluffy. Got to go with my guy. I think he can bring the pressure to Sean, but, I mean, these are two guys that can go 5 hard rounds. Yeah, he was ahead the first 4 rounds. Jan was ahead, or... Who, Merab was ahead the first 4 rounds? I don't think so. Josh Van made history. I mean, fuck the win, dude. It's fake. It's bullshit. It's a fluke. He can fight Tatsuro Taira for the interim belt in my head. Sorry to tell you, that's the truth. Round 5, he pushed it in a heavy 5-round and flipped the numbers. You mean, like, what was your bet? I mean, I'm not a big betting guy. I don't understand. Jan was dominating the fight. All right, Josh is gone. I don't love some of the stuff that he's been saying at all. You didn't really win it. I mean, it's massive. He's going to get a big paycheck, of course, for a champion. He's going to get pay-per-view points or whatever they're going to do with the Paramount stuff. His life is going to change now that he's a champion. But I'm sorry, it's not a real win. Nobody thinks that was a real win, right? I mean, I'm a huge Josh Van fan, and I got to say this shit because I'm being real with you. I got to be real. I got to play this straight. I can't lie. I can't pretend like I wasn't excited for that to be an all-out war. What do you think of DC saying that Merab was up in the rounds over Jan? Are we fucking kidding? Did he actually say this shit? Anakin, please. Please tell me this was not true. Please tell me this was not true. Fucking stupid. Daniel Cormier and a lot of these guys. I'm sorry. I love these fighters so much, and this comes from the heart. This does not come from a disrespectful... I don't even know what to say. Don't even know the right words, but they're fucking stupid. These fighters are fucking stupid. I'm not lying. DC was glazing Merab during the fight. He was doing a good job being the tough motherfucker he is, having the cardio that he does, being an aggressive fighter the way he does. Some people do not like Merab. I like Merab. He got fucked up in every round. The first round was close. And again, I'd have to rewatch it. You guys might have to rewatch it, but round 1 was the closest round? Am I wrong? Are we fucking kidding me? Are you fucking shitting me, motherfucker? Daniel Cormier is one of the greatest fighters of all time. And he's saying that Merab is up on rounds? He's got like 10 cuts all over his face in the first 2 rounds. He's got his nose busted wide open, swollen everywhere, getting fucked. He's barely getting a takedown. What are we talking about here? Who the fuck is this guy? Daniel Cormier? No, I'm kidding. I know who Daniel is. I know what he's done. I'm a fan of Daniel. But you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. Damage, motherfuckers. Damage. Damage. Dominance, duration. Is that not the fucking rule set that everybody says? Is this not why we listened to the Weighing In podcast back in the day? Because we wanted to hear what a referee had to say. Meanwhile, we got this bullshit. These referees have some kind of ego. They've got some kind of ego. They cannot make mistakes. Putting these fighters in danger. Stupid motherfuckers. These people in this sport make it so unprofessional. This could be a legitimate sport, and it's just not. Anybody who thinks it is, you're a fool. You're a fool. How do we have a guy like this commentating? I'm sorry, I love Daniel. One of my favorite personalities. One of my favorite fighters. You're stupid. You're stupid. Refs don't deduct points when it's needed and even stop fights early when it's not necessary. How many times have we seen guys laid out on the floor in that same position as Brandon Moreno getting beat on for 1 minute, 30 seconds, 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and they don't stop the fight and we're complaining? Hey, why are we not stopping that fight? He's getting beat on from that dominant position. He can't move. Stop the fight. But he takes 8 shots in 10 seconds and we stop the fight? And that was the same referee, Mark Smith, that did not call the shot against Macy Barber and Karine Silva? Some people saying she was faking it. Doesn't fucking matter. She got kicked flush on the chin. And listen, I'm a proponent of knees and kicks on the ground. That's me, the proponent of it. And I'm saying, if you're gonna break the fucking rules, take a fucking point. The commission literally came up to him and said, that was a flush kick to the face. Mark Smith wanted Macy Barber to continue. Said, oh, no, it was just glancing. It was nothing. Continue. Get up, bitch. No. No. Mark Smith decides, no need to take a point. What? What are we doing? That's not safe for the fighters. You're here for fighter safety, and you're not taking points? You're not doing anything? And then you go to the Moreno fight, and you're not supposed to have ego. You're supposed to be completely detached and unbiased and completely away from everything. From one fight to the next, you're supposed to forgive and forget and move on. And then I see him stop the Moreno fight early to what? Prove that, hey, I'm for fighter safety despite letting them get away with a foul in that Karine Silva fight. You see the through line here? You see where my thought process is going here? I fucked up in this fight, and then a couple fights later, I'm going to stop it early to prove that I'm all for fighter safety. I'm all for fighter safety, guys. My name's Mark Smith, and I'm here for fighter safety because I fucked up earlier, but you know what? I fixed it now. Get the fuck out of here, man. These idiots that are involved in this sport. Absolute turds. Absolute tards. Mark Smith is usually a good referee, but these guys are egotistical. I'm sorry. They do not forgive and forget from one fight to the next. That is not what happens. That is not what occurs, and you know damn well that's not what happens. Herzog even messed up with the Ziam fight. Now, I don't remember that one as much. You're going to have to jog my memory here a bit because those two from Mark Smith really stood out to me, but yeah, I mean, why am I not surprised? Listen, they're going to make mistakes, but when I see you essentially try to cover it up or, shift blame or try to what's the right word? Expunge that from your resume, so to speak, to go, I fucked up in this one, and then in this one, I'm going to overcompensate and overdo it by stopping it way early. Way early. He's a former champion, Brandon Moreno is. What are we doing? Ziam threw elbows on Nazim, and Nazim was still moving when Herzog called it off. Nazim protested. Good stoppage. Let's be honest. Listen, anybody out there listening to me, we can have a nuanced conversation. Anakin has his opinion that I think is wrong here. I think that was a good stoppage. 2 absolutely devastating elbows. Devastating elbows. He didn't know where the fuck he was. Didn't know where he was. The Evo fight was insane. Babylon, welcome in here. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. We need some passion. We need some fire in this chat, fellas. That was the greatest 60 seconds of my life up to this point. Potentially in my entire life. Now, people might make the comparison to Czech Congo and Pat Barry, but was that back and forth? No. Pat Barry was dominating until he wasn't. Right? It was one-way traffic until it was flipped on its head. This was arguably better. Arguably better. Iwo and Ibo Aslan. Grant Dawson looked like Sean Brady trying to strike with a dangerous striker. Yeah, he did. Absolutely foolish. Why are you throwing your big old wrists around when you have fists? Jalen Turner winning again was wholesome after that mini retirement he had. Yes, but obviously it was devastating to see Edson Barboza lose. That was pretty upsetting for me, but Jalen did his damn thing. Cut him wide open on the head. It was easily put in the bag by Jalen Turner. Great job from Jalen Turner there. He says he's found Christ. Good for him. He's found religion. Good for him. I'm excited for Jalen Turner. He is a good fighter. Very dangerous, but can he stay committed to the game? That's going to be my question going forward. We'll see. We'll see. Whew. I don't know, man. I don't know, fellas. But yeah. Iwo, Baranowski, Baron whatever. Dude's a fucking stud. Both of them. Ibo and Iwo threw down like their lives depended on it. Like everything depended on it. Like this was for the belt, for the title. They just got after it. They could not stop throwing hammers right into each other's faces. Could not stop. Anyway. All right. Go away. What would I rate the card as a whole? Okay. Interesting question there. Good question. We'll get to it in a second. Aslan tried fighting for his contract. Tricoli, on the other hand, did not. No, he did not. He did what he usually does and gets finished fairly early in the fight. Let's see. How would I rate this card? You guys let me know. Give me some, I don't know. Should we do 1 to 10 or should we do A+ to F-? You guys let me know. You guys let me know which one you want to do. I could do a poll in this thing, but there's probably not enough people in here. Nor do I care to do so much. But you guys drop it in the chat for me. 1 through 10, give me a little rating. Even the lurkers out there that don't want to participate, please do it because I'd love some interaction. Let's see. What do I rate this card from 1 to 10? Initially, A to F, A to F. Okay, that's going to be the ratings on this one. Well, I will say this one rated pretty high. Pretty high. We'll share the screen. Okay, so Peter Yan gets a unanimous decision victory. Fun fight, all-action fight, back-and-forth battle between the two of them. Yan defeating him in almost each and every round. Great fight. Joshua Van, illegitimate champion. Fluke win. Injury. Doesn't matter. Instantly knocks this down a point. It was a title fight at the top of the bill. That rates very highly. So if we're going on a scale of 1 to 10, we're already down to a 9. Not a great start. Terrible finish or terrible stoppage by Tatsuro Taira there. The fight was pretty good up to that point. I'm going to dock it half a point. We're at 8.5 already. Henry Cejudo, Peyton Talbot, what a war down the stretch. First round was a little bit boring there. That one's good. 8.5. We're sticking strong. Bogdan Guskov, decision, split, majority. Did he get the decision win or was it a draw? I don't even remember. It doesn't even matter. A little bit, back and forth was pretty fun. I mean, overall, two big guys slinging it out. Jan Blachowicz gets dropped. I'm not docking any points for that. Grant Dawson was great. Chris Duncan was great. The Macy Barber fight. I don't love the ladies' fights, but it was pretty damn good. Ziam, great finish there, in my opinion. Solid finish. The elbows to finish it. Bruno Ferreira gets a beautiful decision victory over Marvin. I mean, can you even hurt this guy, Marvin? I don't think so. Jalen Turner with a victory as well. I mean, Iwo Baranowski. I would bump that up another half a point, so we're back up to 9 out of 10. And now, listen, I'm one of the harshest graders you'll ever find. Mansour gets a finish. Myron Santos gets a finish. Dude, easily. A. Easy A. No question. No lower than an A. No lower than a 9 out of 10 for this one, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, the perfect card, we may never get it. The closest one that I can remember, it might be this one. This might be the best card of the year in terms of how these fights played out. Damn near. We got some wars. We got some back and forth. These were great. No lower than a 9 out of 10. No lower than an A. Wow. I had to dock it a point because of the Van and Pantoja thing. I could dock it 5 points. It pissed me off so much, but we'll stick with taking it 1 point. It's worth 1 point. Maybe it's worth 2. Maybe it's only an 8 out of 10. I mean, truthfully speaking, it really, really disappointed to have this fight fall through in the way that it did. Disappointing, man. Disappointing. Losing a fight like that. Anyway. I mean, come on. Come on. The redemption arc. What more can you say about this guy? What a legend of this sport. Peter Yan. One of the best to ever do it. Defeats Merab Dvalishvili. I can hardly believe it. Can hardly believe this. The turnaround this man has made in his career to do this, to beat this guy by decision, mind you. You have to finish this guy to beat him. That's what they all say. That's what we've all been saying. And this guy beat him by decision. Holy crap, man. Holy shit. This guy. What a fucking stud. He is the Bantamweight champion once again. 20-5. 32 years old. Been years since he held the belt. Look at this. 3 straight losses this man had. And he comes back to win it all. 4 out of his 5 fights there in the middle. Lost. Look at this man's record. Look at this man's career. He loses to Magomed Magomedov. Comes back and beats him. Go look at what that guy has gone on to do in Bellator in the PFL. Hell of a fighter. Ishihara defeats that guy. Dispatches of him. Easily. Jinsu Son. Sun Tzu? Am I remembering this correctly? I don't remember this guy's name. Beats his ass. He did it really well. That guy was super durable. Douglas De Silva de Andrade. Dude's been around forever. Fought everybody. Stud. Cannot finish this guy. Gets the corner to stop the fight. John Dodson, legend of the game. Power puncher. Super freak athlete. John Dodson. The unfinishable John Dodson. Beats his ass. Jimmy Rivera. Massive bantamweight. Massive bantamweight. Massive for 135, this guy, Jimmy Rivera. If you don't know, the dude's huge. Not very tall, but massive. Stocky, cannot be hurt. Beats him from pillar to post. Comes in there, dispatches of Uriah Faber. Gets the title shot against Jose Aldo. Beats him for the belt. Easily. I mean, easily, arguably. I mean, right? Or was Jan, maybe Jose was doing a little better in that fight. Maybe I'm waxing a little bit. Maybe I'm glazing a little bit. Loses to Aljamain, even though he's pretty much beaten up on him for the 2 or 3 rounds after the first. Destroys Corey Sandhagen throughout that fight in moments. Has some massive moments, some highlight reel moments. Loses 3 straight. Decision by split. And a massive loss to Merab. He claims that he had a broken arm or something was wrong with his arm. It looks like it. It looks like something was wrong with him. Looks like the excuse was legitimate. I don't like excuses, but it looks like it was for real. It looks like it was legit because look at what he just did. Look at the takedown defense that he had on display there. Look at the takedowns that he got himself. Look at some of the combinations this guy was able to rip off on Merab Dvalishvili. Hurt him badly multiple times. Had him hurt to the liver multiple times. Had him rocked multiple times. Had him cut open multiple times. Had him bruised in multiple places. Swelling in multiple places. Beat him up. Dominated him. for nearly 5 rounds. Song Yadong, Davison Figueiredo, Marcus McGee, Merab Dvalishvili. It might be by decision. Decisions do not make you a boring fighter. He fights to win. He fights to finish. He fights to dominate the fight. He fights to defeat you. Not just walk away with a win, but to dominate you. This is a guy that we want to get behind. The redemption arc is absolutely crazy. Crazy to me. Storybook right here. Storybook stuff here. To come back from 3 straight losses in the prime of your career and do this. Nearly brings a tear to my eye. Really does. It really does. It really nearly does. Man, I'm sad, but Merab doesn't have to feel ashamed of himself. No way, Jose. No way. Merab is a fantastic fighter. Terrible technically, but he's a fantastic dog tough fighter. That guy put on a hell of a performance in and of himself. He showed up. He showed out. He did the thing. Thank you, Dragon Blade, for showing up here. Really appreciate you being here. Gives me something to bounce off of, The chat's been dying a little bit. That's okay. We got some lurkers out there probably. Maybe nobody. Maybe that's it. Maybe Dragon Blade, you're the only one here. But guess what, my friend? We're here. We're here together. And yeah, I'm a bit sad that Merab did not get to cement himself as the absolute utter bantamweight GOAT. But the fight was sick. The fight was awesome. He showed up. He put on a performance of a lifetime. He tried. He went after it. He just doesn't have the tools to finish guys when he needed to. And I got to say, one thing, his corner not telling him that he needs to get a finish in the 5th round was absolutely retarded. I don't think so. I think Zahabi could get a title shot depending on his next matchup. And if it was Merab, he definitely could have gotten a title shot. I think those chances are very slim now. I don't think they give Zahabi a title shot next, even if he gets another win. I think if it was Merab who had been running through everybody, that's how Zahabi gets a title shot. Against Jan, though, no. Sean O'Malley's out there, right? There's guys out there that he can fight. Maybe Zahabi can do it. Maybe he gets one more win. Maybe he jumps in there. I know they don't like him. Yep, the corner fucked him up. No game plan, no good advice. Didn't sound like it, but Dragon Blade, you sound like a fan of Merab. I'm a fan of Merab. I'll be honest with you. There was no way he was going to finish Jan in the 5th round. He's just not a finisher. He's not a finisher. Jan, maybe he's not a finisher either. But the guy is a closer. He puts it on you in the right moments. He hunts for the finish. He hunts to hurt you, Merab seemed to look like how Bilal did versus JDM, rely more on the striking than the wrestling. No fucking way, Anakin. No. Bilal tried to shoot takedowns, and Merab definitely shot a lot of takedowns in this one. He shot multiple times per minute in multiple minutes of this fight. Don't make excuses for this man. Don't make excuses for him. Only if he had that right hand like Jan. If Merab had power, he'd be really, really scary. No, sir. No, sir. Does he go with the boxing a little too much? Probably. But don't pretend like he was not shooting takedowns in this one. What were you watching? Were you playing on your phone, my friend? Because it sounds like you might have been playing on your phone. He shot a lot of takedowns. Down the stretch, like both men, they got a little tired. The pace slowed a little bit. It's what happens. It's a fight. 25 minutes. Don't care what they say about Merab. He does slow down a little bit. Can he pick it up? Yeah. But he's tired. He's not starting the way that he started. Or he's not going the way that he started. That's the thing. Merab striking isn't dangerous. It's dangerous when he has volume. Dragon Blade don't want to go, but guess what? You got to go to bed. You got to get the rest. You got to sleep. It's late. Wherever you are, it's late. It might be early for you if you're over in Europe or Africa or Asia somewhere. Gotta work. Keep the grind going, Dragon Blade. Drop a sub so you know when we're going live. Listen, I've got work too, so sometimes we're a little bit inconsistent. But if you want to catch these lives, throw on the notification bell, and you'll know when we can talk, because you sound like an educated fan. You sound like somebody with a little bit of brain in you, so I appreciate you being here. Have a good night. Get some rest, and have fun at work. I know it's not fun, but have some fun at work. Make the most of it. Make the most of your life, and I hope to see you very, very soon. We'll probably try to go live tomorrow. I hope we can. Yep, you got a new subscriber for sure. Listen, Dragon Blade, if you're still here, and anybody else out there, we're not doing this for fame. We're not doing this for money. I want you to subscribe and notify yourself so that we can talk. Not because I want to make money. I mean, of course it'd be nice, but is that what I'm doing this for? Nah, dude. You think I'm really going to be successful in here? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I'm not one to manifest. I'm not one to overgloat and overblow myself, okay? I'm a humble guy. We'll see you soon, sir. Bye-bye. Have a good night, Dragon Blade. But seriously, we're not here to be famous. We're not here to make money. We're just having fun. We're having a nuanced conversation because I'm tired of this entire community not having nuanced conversations. I'll take on the trolls. I'll take on anybody. You bring logic to the table, I might call myself wrong. Wow, what a shocker. I can be wrong about things. Wow. I mean, is that so shocking, Faye? I mean, please tell me. Tell me what's so wrong about, what is so bad about being wrong? Love that shit, doing it for the love of the game. Yeah, man, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Okay. What is Dana saying? I don't know, yapping about something about the last 20 years, but I appreciate everybody out there, even if you're lurking, even if you're not saying anything out there. I do appreciate you for watching. Maybe after the fact, maybe you're watching this in the future, but again, we're not doing this for fame. We're not doing it for money. I want you to subscribe. I want you to drop a sub. I want you to like it so we spread this thing around so we can get some nuanced conversation here. I get tired of the trolls, but I'll take them on any day. You cannot beat me without facts. And if I'm wrong, I'll cop to it. I'll be the first to admit to it. That's how we roll here. We don't pretend. We don't play games. We don't really like to clickbait too much. Now, some of the clips I put out, are they a little clickbaity? Yes, but at the root of this content, it's all truthful. It's all nuanced. There's different sides to every story, okay? So when I get mad, when I get pissed off, when I start yelling, I try to be unbiased, but let's be honest. Everybody's got their favorite fighters, and therefore you are biased as hell. Like, you're biased against damn near everything in some way. Oh, my goodness. Seeing pictures of Henry Cejudo. Absolutely busted up. Looks terrible. Oof. Looks terrible. Poor guy. Shout out to Henry Cejudo, though. My God. Had no reason, had no right to give us that kind of performance on the way out. Did not have to put on a war like that, yet he did it anyway. What else do you guys think? What are we thinking out there? You guys let me know what's going on. Thoughts, comments, questions, throw them in the chat. Future fights, we got a lot of fight announcements as well today. I see a lot of posts saying that Joshua Van knocked out Pantoja from official MMA news sites. Are you guys stupid? What the fuck, man? That pisses me off, dude. Already pissed off that we didn't get a fight of the century between Van and Pantoja, but that you're then proceeding to say that. Are you kidding me? One of the dumbest fan bases. I swear MMA fan bases. Half stupid and half fun, right? Half stupid, half fun. I really don't need to see Pantoja ripping his arm out of his socket like that again. Have you guys seen this? Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz, brother. What are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me you don't have a wife and children without telling me you don't have a wife and children, Dominic Cruz. I wish that... Let me do it in his voice a little bit. I'm not an impressionist. That's not my shtick. I wish that Van versus Pantoja fight was allowed to continue going. I mean, would you spell allowed properly, you fucking dumb fuck? I've met this guy. I've taken a picture with this man, and I'm going to call him a dumb fuck right to his face the first chance I get. That's right. Couldn't even spell allowed properly. You know, I wish the Van Pantoja fight was allowed to keep going. It should be up to us as a fighter if we want to continue after that. We put the time in the training camp in that situation. People dislocate their arms and putting it back into place and keep fighting all the time. Is this serious? I hope this isn't serious. I gotta think this isn't serious, right? Is this guy stupid? Who is this guy? Why are all these retarded people commentating in the UFC? Why are they all stupid? Why are they all stupid? What are you talking about? You dislocated your shoulder so badly you had to retire. This guy dislocated his elbow and broke it in a fight. I'm done? He literally did not want to continue because he broke his arm. Okay, apparently Donald Trump really likes Derek Lewis. Okay. Thanks, Dana. Beautiful update from the fight card tonight. Wow. Look at this. Look at this face, man. Rob. Busted to hell, swollen and over the entire face. His nose was fucked up, but it looks way worse. He's got what? Count him up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts on his face. Holy moly. Whew. Peter Yan fucked this guy up badly. He got him bad. He did the damn thing. Wow. Is Merab the bantamweight GOAT? I don't know. You guys let me know. Is he still the GOAT? Was he ever the GOAT? Is it still Dominic Cruz? What else do we have to talk about? What else is going on out there? Probably a bunch of other people streaming. A bunch of other people doing shit, but my word. Gosh, guys. Drop the thoughts. Let me know. What do we think about the rest of this card? I think, again, terrible stoppage in the Moreno fight. Let the guy continue. He won the first round. He won the first round. What kind of damage did you see on Brandon Moreno prior to that stoppage that said, yeah, it's over. We need to stop this right now? You didn't see any. If that continued for another 10 seconds, heavy shots on the ground, fair play. Stop the fight. I get it. But that shit, come on. Come on, man. I just want to see some fucking flyweights slug it out, man. I just want to see them fight. We almost had ourselves a fight. Could have been 1-1 going into the third. Somebody's got to get a finish. Somebody's got to have a dominant round, and yet we were robbed of that. Peyton Talbot did the damn thing. Henry Cejudo went out on a shield, went out like a warrior, tried to swing and bang with this guy. Bang. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not talking about that kind of banging, Peyton, but Peter Yan's taking the stage now. We'll take a listen into that press conference. I know you guys can't hear it. I don't know if the audio would get flagged or not. We could play the audio, but I'm not going to risk it. I don't know how this shit works. I'm not a tech whiz. I'm not a YouTube whiz. Again, I'm not trying to do this for fame or money or whatever. Like, we're just having some fun. Chatting fights. Gotta fucking shave the mustache down a bit here. Getting in my mouth. Yeah, man. Henry Cejudo. This guy deserves a lot of respect for what he did tonight. This guy deserves a lot of respect for what he did in his career. And I don't think he's going to get it. I think the king of cringe, I think that persona is going to largely outweigh much of what he accomplished in this sport, what he did in combat sports in general. Triple C for a reason, of course. Man, fantastic fight. First round was a little bit iffy, lackluster. But what a fucking fight, man. Jan Blachowicz gets dropped by Bogdan Guskov. Apparently he's a striking phenom now, Bogdan Guskov. I didn't really think that going into this one, but that's what they were calling him. All right, guys, if that's what you want to say. If that's what you're going to call it. If that's what we want to say. I'm okay with it, but Bogdan Guskov, I think that he won the fight. Rounds 1 and then 2 was a 10-8, and that's why they gave it a draw. I don't know. Somebody tell me wrong. Somebody tell me different. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Manuel Torres knocks out Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson trying too hard to strike with his wrists on the feet with Manuel Torres, a dangerous finisher, a dangerous striker. Are we surprised this happened? No, I don't think so. Easy first round finish. Chris Duncan weathers the storm against Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney shot like a bat out of hell. Like a cannonball fired into the octagon, comes screaming across the cage, puts on a massive amount of damage over Chris Duncan. The line shifted yesterday massively. We thought there was going to be some sort of betting scandal involved in this one. It appears not. Chris Duncan weathers the storm, gets hurt like 8 or 10 times, gets an elbow, drops Terrence McKinney, and subs him. Gets the win. Macy Barber got kicked on the ground. The referee, Mark Smith, the idiot Mark Smith, said, "Nah, you're good. Get up, bitch. Keep fighting, bitch." Mark Smith, the real bitch here. He had a bad play, bad call in the Macy Barber fight, and then followed up with a bad, terrible stoppage in the Brandon Moreno fight. All the same referee, all the same guy, Mark Smith. Some people calling the Fares Ziam finish a bad finish. No. 2 absolutely devastating elbows like that, straight to the side of the dome, straight to the temple, finished Nazim Sadikov. Did not know where he was. Was he protesting? I don't think so. It looked like he didn't know where he was, and then he woke up and then started to protest. That's what happened. Good stoppage there. Boring fight up to that point, but he just unleashed hell upon Nazim Sadikov. Great performance from Fares Ziam. Dominates and then gets the finish. That's what I want to see. I want to see finishes. I want to see danger. I want to see devastating strikes. More of that, please, next time. Speaking of finishes, the unfinishable Marvin Vettori. Another decision loss. 5 in a row now. Is that 5 in a row or just 4? I'm not so sure. Should we even look? I don't care much to look. Marvin Vettori, maybe the worst fighter ever. This guy's terrible. Guy absolutely terrible. But his durability, his endurance, took him all the way to the top. Lost the shot against Adesanya, of course, way back in the day. A couple years ago now. Been a long time. He just continues to spiral down and down and down. And I don't know if he will ever win another fight. Meanwhile, Jalen Turner, returning from retirement, finds Jesus, finds a win against Edson Barboza, the legend, the veteran. Edson Barboza goes down in devastating fashion. Huge elbow lands, splits open the dome of Edson. Jalen Turner, the winner tonight. Edson just doesn't have the durability. He's the opposite of Marvin Vettori at this point. And then, do I need to say anything about Iwo Baranowski? Do I need to say anything about Ivo Aslan in this fight? 2 absolute warriors. Put everything down on the table. Laid everything out on the table. And just went to war. For 60, 90 seconds. That was it. Fight of the year contender. And it was only 90 seconds long. Each guy got dropped twice. And ultimately, The Polish power prevails. Iwo Baranowski, making his debut in the promotion, gets a massive victory, narrowly defeats Ibo Aslan. I have never felt so much adrenaline coursing through my body than I did in that 60-second span. The greatest 60 seconds in all of MMA, probably history, between two light heavyweights. Czech Congo Pat Barry, it's up there. It's my favorite. But that wasn't back and forth 50-50 like this was. That was one-way traffic until it wasn't. This was next level, back and forth battle. Two guys with two amazing chins. How do you recover from that? Maybe they never will. These guys may never win another fight because of the damage they took in one singular fight. In one singular minute. In one sole, minute minute. In one 60-second span, these guys went to war like no other men have. That's right. I said it. Mansour Abdul Malik gets a win easily over Antonio Tricoli. Just gives it up easily. Myron Santos, third round knockout, First round, a little bit slow. Second round starts to pick it up and then just knocks the fuck out of Muhammad Naimov. Woo! My goodness. And again, he is on top. Our boy, our precious boy, is back on top. The dangerous, the ever dominant Peter Yan. This guy doesn't get a lot of finishes, but he is fun as hell to watch. So much fun to watch. Look at what he did, man. This is how you beat. What have we been saying? You got to either knock this guy out with the heaviest hands known to man, or you got to submit this guy with the most dangerous grappling to ever come across the face of the earth. And yet, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Yan defeated this guy via decision. He defeated the machine via decision. He defeated him by decision. He didn't have the power that Alex Pereira has. He didn't have the grappling prowess like an Aljamain Sterling. Didn't have the submission ability like a Pantoja. And he took this guy 5 rounds and beat his ass from pillar to post. Look at this man. Look at him. He is bloody, beaten, and defeated. One of the best to ever do it. Beat him down. Destroyed him. Hardly a blemish on his face. Hardly a blemish on his face. How do you do it? Peter Yan, maybe the most underrated, maybe, just maybe, might go down as one of the most underrated fighters to ever compete in MMA, right? Despite some of the love that he gets. Truly, I believe that. At least over the past 6-7 years, he is one of the most underappreciated fighters. He did it, man. Alrighty. Let's see. If nobody out there has anything good to say, we may call it there. I'm not sure how many people are out there watching. Hopefully a couple. Hopefully I'm not just yapping out there to nobody. Hopefully somebody watches us in the future. If you do, like, share, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Let me know how you think about this video, this live stream. We're live. Yeah, that's right. This isn't pre-recorded. Go check out the video live up on the channel. UFC 323 recap. Meme cap recap. Talking about all the jokes and fun we had on the card. The memes, the best of Twitter. A little bit of breakdown there. Anybody want to talk about the new fights they announced? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. See if I can find them. See if I can pull them up. And the news, of course, earlier today, we got this news. That Paramount Plus will, in fact, be the new home of Dana White's Contender Series and the Ultimate Fighter, all packaged together. Everything's going to be under the same banner. Perfect. This is the way we want it. You want to pay for one thing and one thing only, and that's Paramount Plus. All your fight coverage, every single bit of it, got to be on Paramount Plus. Glad to see that. Excited to see that. And I apologize for the scrolling. One of the big announcements of the night was Fluffy Hernandez versus Sean Strickland. An absolute banger for us. Look, there's even a GIF there that says the exact same thing I was thinking. Great fight at middleweight. What is this? The number 3 and 4 guys in the division. Woo! What more could you ask for at middleweight? This is the fight to make. We've been waiting for Sean Strickland to come back. Of course, they're going to be in Texas, going to be in Houston. Probably going to have a lot of fans on the side of Anthony Hernandez. I think they have a solid, Hispanic / Mexican population down there near Houston. Pretty close to the border as well. Hopefully he gets some fans. I think it's going to be a pro Anthony Hernandez crowd. Sean Strickland is the All-American. He's got a lot of American fans, so we'll see what happens there. I mean, of course, they're both American, but Anthony Hernandez with the heritage, with the history, with the lineage, he's got that Mexican chin in him, and he is dangerous. Prelims of the UFC 324 card. What do we have to start the top of the main card, though? We have Justin versus Patty. We got Amanda versus Kayla Harris. And we got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yudong. We got Derek loses Waldo Cortez Acosta. We got Arnold freaking Allen versus Gene Silva. And then we got these as the prelims. Whew. We are eating good on January 24th. We are going to be eating good, and 9 p.m. Eastern time start for this one. Earlier than ever. I mean, we're going to have an afternoon pay-per-view, for Christ's sake. Out in the West, it's going to be in the afternoon. Literally. Woo. Natalia Silva, Rose Namajunas, #1 contender fight in the flyweight division. Women's fights aside, that is a good fight. Umar Nurmagomedov, Davison Figueiredo, potential bantamweight #1 contender fight. Umar versus Jan being built up here. Similar time schedule, fighting only a month apart. If Merab doesn't get the immediate shot, woo! Ateba Gautier, he's back against Andre Puliev. Layup. Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. A war. Alex Perez, Charles Johnson. Woo! We're cooking. Michael Johnson's back against Alexander Hernandez. Somebody's getting knocked out, hopefully. Josh Hokett versus Denzel Freeman. Somebody's getting knocked out. Somebody's getting put away. Somebody's getting submitted. And then Ricky Tercios, Cameron Smotherman. I mean, we were cooking there for a minute, guys. We were cooking there for a minute, and then we just reached that last fight, and it was just nothing. Not only do we have Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez on a card, violence to the nth degree. Dan Hooker returns at the end of January to face one of the most dangerous fighters, Benoit Saint-Denis, the Marauder himself. Yeah. This is absolute cinema. What more could you ask for? Oh, I don't know. Striker's delight? Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy? Some people saying rankings. Why is this guy getting another ranked shot? I don't give a damn. If we're going to put on the best fights, put on the best fights. I don't care about the rankings. Let me see Peyton Talbot versus Corey Sandhagen. Yeah, that's right. I asked for it. Top-ranked guy versus unranked guy. Run it. I don't care. Do it. This is what I want to see. Just leave me with these top 3 fights. Alex Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, Dan Hooker, Benoit Saint-Denis, and Rafael Fiziev and Mauricio Rufy. Just leave me with those top 3 fights. That's all I need. Violence personified in these 2 fights. These 2 fights back to back. I mean, chef's kiss, my friends. Absolute cinema. You can't get better than this. You cannot get better than this. 2 absolute wars we are going to have on our hands 2 wars. Win, lose, or draw. These are going to be devastating battles. These are going to be gladiators taking on one another in the octagon. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. We got some good fights in the books. I'm excited. We got a lot of time off. We got 1 more week of fights, and then we're off for 6 weeks. We're going to go 8-ish weeks, 7 weeks without a pay-per-view, without a numbered event. I don't know if I'm going to make it. You may never hear from me or see me again. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to be there all the way through it. Paramount debut coming soon. Petr Yan comes full circle, brings it all back full circle, defeats Merab Dvalishvili, completes the arc, the hero's journey, finishes the story on top. Will he retire? I doubt it. Doesn't matter. He got the belt back after 4 long years. 4 long years. This guy. What a legend. Petr Yan, one of the best to ever do it, defeats Merab, the unkillable, the unmovable. Wow. What more can I say? I guess we'll have to leave it there. Unless somebody's got something to say to me. Right here, right now, today, tonight. Give me a grade of the card in the comments below. Drop me a chat or 2 if you'd like before we jump out of here. Some of the lurkers, some of the people that have been hanging out, I appreciate everybody who jumped in here. We had Dragonblade, we had Anakin, we had all kinds of people. We had Babylon somewhere in here. We got Ralfucho earlier. We had a lot of fellows pop in here, have some fun. Get me talking, get me going. I'm rearing to go. This might be an all-nighter. I'm hyped up. Aside from Pantoja, of course, in the arm break. Run it back as soon as possible. But in the meantime, let's do Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira for the interim flyweight belt. Yeah, you heard me right. That's the fact. That's the truth of the matter. Should be the interim belt between those 2 studs. Some good finishes on this card. Some bad stoppages on this card. Some terrible, disappointing injuries here. And a fantastic performance by Petr Yan and Merab. But Petr Yan gets the win, dominates Merab Dvalishvili. Anyway, again, you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Let's keep this going. Again, this ain't for fame. This ain't for money. We're just having fun doing our thing here, conversing back and forth, having some good, nuanced conversations between some real people, not just bots out there. Maybe that's who's watching this right now. But if you're watching this in the future, again, don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Come back in here for these lives. You don't want to miss them. We have fun here. I read every damn chat you got. Anyway, that'll do it for me. Again, you guys have a good one. Have a safe night. If you're still watching, it's late. Got to get to bed. Got to rest up. Got work in the morning. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But this guy's got to get busy. Got things to do. I'll see you guys next time. That'll be it for me. We'll call it a night there. So again, you guys have a good one. Do the thing. Stay safe out there, everybody. Enjoy the fights. If we got any fights tomorrow, rewatch them if you have to. That's what I'd say. Some of these were absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. So anyway, guys, again, don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. I don't care. Give me something. Give me something to work with. We'll keep this thing going. Keep this train rolling right along. That'll do it for me. I'll salute you, send you away. Send you off into the night, riding in a blaze of glory, because what a way to finish the card. What a way to finish the last pay-per-view ever. This was it, and Petr Yan completes it. Makes that arc come full circle. The hero has returned. He has risen to the top once again. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.